I've been searching for a fog machine for quite a while now, and just recently I spoke to Gerard Boom of shiftinglands.com, and he introduced me to Wayne from Wayne's Workshop. He made this really cool fog machine that incorporates LED lights for some really cool effects. I'm going to interview Wayne, then I'm going to show you how to add this really cool smoke effect to last week's diorama. That's this week on Tabletop Witchcraft. Hey there, and welcome back to Tabletop Witchcraft. This week, I'm going to introduce you to Wayne from Wayne's Workshop and his awesome fog machine. I've been on the search for one of these for quite a while now, and I'm really impressed with this fog machine. There was a handful of qualities that I've been looking for in one: small and compact to fit in builds if I wanted it to run on batteries, and a remote, and a couple of other things that this really did hit the nail right on the head. Now, the purpose of this video is going to be an explanation as to how to use it for future videos. So when you see it, I can reference to this one and you can check out and see exactly how this works. And to be honest, I've been hard at work for the past 4 weeks on my next epic build, which is coming out next week. So make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on that video. All right, let's go have a chat with Wayne. Then let's grab our craft from last week and get crafting. So we got Wayne here from Wayne's Workshop, also of Costronica, and he's looking to branch out into the tabletop crafting community. And Wayne, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for having me. And yeah, I'm looking to branch out, and I'm quite amazed at at your whole world, because I have my background in cosplay, and we're still kind of both like makers, and it's I'm amazed at some of the work you did already.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, same with you. A lot of the stuff that you've done in the cosplay world is pretty incredible too. I've been kind of creeping on you a little bit. So it's impressive. It's impressive work.
Thank you.
So I want to give everybody just a quick background real quick, how we kind of got hooked up together. It was probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago now, maybe longer. Time's flying by.
Was it 2020?
I know. Crazy. I got a message from Gerard Boom, and he called me when I was at work one day, and he knew that I was looking for a fogger or smoke machine, and I've been searching one for a while, and he's like, listen, John, I got to give you a call. I got this guy that has this little gadget. It's totally awesome. I think it's going to be exactly what you want. So I said, yeah, give me his number, and we started chatting, you and I got to tell you, I was pretty impressed right from the beginning.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I'll start with a little bit of a background. My name is Wayne. I've been cosplaying since 2015, and I started cosplay kind of on a therapeutic basis because I had a burnout at the time, and that hobby just grew out of control as most hobbies go with some people. And I have a background in electronics, and one day a cosplay buddy of mine, he came to me. And he knew already that I like to combine a lot of electronic elements in cosplay, and he wanted to do a Sub-Zero cosplay, and he wanted to have the effect of shooting ice. So he was like, yeah, can you make like a mini smoke machine or something like it? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll just scrounge up some parts somewhere and toss them together. And that was like the first prototype smoker. It looked garbage, and it didn't really do like a lot, but it made some smoke.
Impressive still, yeah.
Yeah, and people were like, oh my God, how did you do that? And I wanted to kick off my YouTube channel, so I was like, that would be a great first video. So I made the video, how you do it. But then the comments kept flowing in. It's like, yeah, I'm not that handy. Can I just buy one off of you? It's like, oh, and that comment keep popping up. Can I buy one? Can I buy one?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, why not? So I just bought parts to make 10, and I built 10, and I put them on a freshly created Etsy page, and I had a Christmas work party. So they were done, and they were on Etsy, the 10 pieces. So I made an Instagram post and be like, yo guys, they're live, they're only 10, so be there or be square, but sold out is sold out. And I went to the Christmas work party. So when I get there, there's a buddy of mine who also works there, and he's like, hey, I saw your post. Haha, jokingly asked, did you already sell one? I was like, oh, well, let me check. I was like, oh, I'm sold out. So
That's
in
awesome.
in the
Yeah.
time that it took for me to get from my house to there, it was gone. So I was like, okay, this might be a
You got
one-off, but
something.
my Gutsum did the same again for 20, and they sold out in 2 days. So the joke
Yeah.
then became like, you're only 2 days it took. But and then it started to improve. Like, okay, there's a market for this. Let's improve them. And the one that we're at now, and the one that you have, is about,
Yeah.
I think, already iteration 7 or 8. It's like leaps
Yeah.
ahead of what it used to be. And now I'm making even a living out of it with more gadgets, like my thrusters for my Iron Man. I got wings coming up, and yeah,
Yeah.
there's this whole
Yeah.
thing.
It's cool.
And yeah, I met Sherrard through a colleague, and he bought one of the earlier smokers, and that's now landed at you. So
Yeah.
thanks to Gerard. And
Yeah.
yeah, he was really excited. He's like, yeah, I can make.
Oh, he was. Yeah. Big time.
Yeah, yeah, you know how he gets. He's
Yeah.
like super excited. It's great about him. He's like, I want to build a Tower of Doom with smoke out of it. And it's like, sure, like
Yeah.
I can bring it. So, and
I
that's like,
know.
yeah. And now we're here. So yeah,
Because
and I've seen the work you do, and I already knew your work combined with the smoker, it would be like, it would be.
well, and that's just it. Because a lot of the builds that I did in the past, like the haunted house right here, my sewer tiles, the fog creeping through the sewer system, a
Yeah,
lot
that
of these
house was the
builds.
first video I saw from you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I could
Yeah.
imagine this smoker with the smoke going up the main chimney stack on it. Oh man, it would be amazing. It'd be so cool. So I'm really excited to maybe retrofit some of my old builds with this smoker. And I've already got a whole bunch of things planned for this. And yeah, why don't you give us a little rundown of how it works?
Yeah,
Because
I'll get
I'd like this
the.
video to be kind of like a how-to for everybody that watches the channel for the
Yeah,
future. Whenever they
definitely.
see my smoke machine in a build, I'll just reference this one, and they'll get it right from you, right from the master here on how to
Yeah,
use it.
yeah. I mean, I have everything ready here for a rundown. So this is the Costronica Smoke Type 1, as I call it. There is a Type 2. It's the same, but a different shape because it's based on a cosplay design. But this is the Type 1 that you also have, John. This is the remote control version. I
Yep.
also have it in a wired version. Comes in several battery options, but same as just you click it in and you fill it up with propylene glycol. It's pretty cheap. You can get it anywhere, and you get a small
Yeah.
sample bottle to get you going. Fill it up, let it soak for a bit, and that's about it. You turn it on, and you get smoke pretty instantaneously. Turn it off again. You get a meter of tubing with it as well. I got a small cut up piece here, and you can just plug that into that blue connector circle, and then it won't come out until you press that blue circle down again, and then you can pull it out. Then I'll leave it in. I have these small funnels that create a different effect for the smoke. Now, instead of a straight shot coming out, it's kind of like this ball coming out, and
Mm.
it gets really thick. Now you can combine that with LEDs. I have an LED here. You can just connect that, turn it on again. You can see I have this green. It comes in pink, blue, orange, red, you name it. And you can combine the two as well, that funnel with an LED, and then you kind of get the LED enveloped in the smoke. I
Yeah.
have my hand as a
Yeah,
backdrop
mine
here.
too.
Yeah,
Love
exactly.
that.
It's I love the LED. I know I'm biased as my product, but I love when the smoke just
Oh man,
comes
so
over
cool.
it. So you can mix and match, you can combine. It comes with a splitter as well. So if you need to have more like smoke from two exits, you
Mm.
can just put the splitter on that tube, and then in the splitter you would add, of course, more tube, and then you'll have two separate streams. So there's so much possibilities you can do with it. It also comes with a free spare coil. So let's say you have an accident, it runs dry, and the coil burns out. You get a free spare coil, and it's changed within about 10 seconds. It's super easy. You get
Yep.
an instructional video with everything you need to know and everything how to operate it as well. If you order 2 LEDs with it, you get a splitter, so you can hook up 2 LEDs to one smoker. I have this 6 to 6 millimeter connector tube, which you can install this into your work, and then you can hook up the smoker from one work to the next one instead of having to build the machine into your work. You can have the machine out of your work and just have this little connector tube in, so that you can just connect it from the outside.
Awesome.
Then one last edition is that is the latest edition, the one that I didn't finish when I sent the package to you. This is the blanket smoker. It has a little space here, and you can fit a tile straight in here. And what it does, it with the funnel, it creates that round ball of smoke. And with this one, it just creates that flat like bed of smoke, a blanket of smoke across your entire terrain. I don't have a tile here to really show it, but on my website there is a demo video, and it works beautifully.
Yeah, that's awesome. I could see that being used in a lot of different applications, not just for like the crafts, but in gameplay too, big time.
Yeah, and also one last feature that's really important. I have it set now, but this turn knob here, I can just turn all the way down, and then you decrease the amount of smoke. And sometimes you want that to get that small mystical effect. And also when you combine that with the tube and the funnels, you can really manipulate smoke the way you want it, and you can leave it on longer, of course, because it consumes less of the fuel now. So if you see it now, it kind of wafts, and then if I put it to half, it gets more thick and a little bit more full, or just go full blast, and then you set the maximum.
No, that's awesome, Wayne. I've been messing around with this since you gave it to me. I've got it built into my next epic build, which is coming out next week. I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, I love that one. It looks really nice.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody what it is yet.
No.
So I've got a lot of other things that I like to add this to and build it around and use it. I'm really excited for it, and I want to thank you for sending it my way and showing this to the audience. I think a lot of people really enjoy using this, so thank you.
Yeah. I mean, also to I'm losing my train of thought. Oh yeah. I run a bonus for your viewers. I don't know if you want to elaborate on that.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we had talked about maybe doing a little offering to people that are watching. And I think you said you were going to offer with the purchase of this a free LED for the viewers for, what is that, like a week or something like that?
Yeah, I thought about the week. I want to even extend it to 2 weeks.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Just for the people that, are busy with everything, a week might be, they don't have time to watch the video and then they miss out. I'm going to extend it to 14 days. Cool. And the code is Let There Be Light. It's cool. And you have to still put the color that you want in your cart, then add the coupon at checkout, and it will subtract the price from one LED.
Awesome.
And I'll put a link, no matter the color.
Yeah, I'll put a link to your site in the description below with the coupon code. So,
awesome.
Yeah, interesting coupon code, by the way.
That's good. Easy to remember, Wayne. I guess.
Well, hey, man, it's been awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks again. We'll be in touch. Maybe offer up some ideas for some future attachments and some new things that we can come up with too for this. So.
Yeah, my brain is already busy with that blanket smoker. I mean, I want to do more. I want to do more.
Awesome. All right, Wayne. Well, thanks again.
Me.
All right.
All right.
Take care.
All right. See you. Take care.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Now it's time to really enhance our little mini diorama that we did in last week's video. I had this planned all along, and what we're going to do is basically just cut out a little section in the back that we're going to insert that little coupling that Wayne showed just a few minutes ago that accepts the LED light, because we're going to have a nice green LED smoke coming right out of the sewer here. So just using an X-Acto knife and the clay sculpting tool, we can cut this section out real easy on the back of the diorama, and making sure not to go through to all our hard work on the other side. Burn at a nice angle, that way the smoke flows right out through the front of the build. So now the smoke machine comes with some really small zip ties, and those are fine for zipping the LED wire to the tubing, but we want to go with some bigger ones here because we want to hide all this tube behind the diorama. So really, you can get a pretty tight bend with this hose. I had it to within almost maybe an inch and a half of a diameter where that tube is bent before it started to get a kink in it. So you can really fit this in some pretty small spaces. Now, if hiding this actually inside of a build isn't a big deal for you, maybe you want to have this like on the side of your table, it's going to be that much easier for you to use it. And what I like to do is take a little bit of tack or like poster putty and put it around that unit right there that's going into that hole, because that's going to keep any excess smoke from coming out the backside and really forces it all right in the direction where you want it to go. And as you can see, that really cool eerie effect, we got some smoke coming out of the trap door. It's starting to roll out of the sewer, and it doesn't take long before your entire table is covered up in this awesome looking smoke effect. So the potential that this little machine has is pretty amazing. The immersion and the wow factor that this can relay to your players on your game table, not just pumping smoke out, say through a chimney, which would have been awesome in my haunted house build, but laying a blanket of smoke out across an entire cemetery encounter. Stuff like that would be really awesome. Now, next week is my next epic build. I am so excited to release it. It was a collaboration between a bunch of other people, and I'll give it away now. One of them being Wayne, so you can expect to see this smoke machine in next week's epic build. I'll put a link down below to Wayne's website, along with the coupon code for your free LED. If you go over there and pick that up, make sure to snag that free LED. Thanks, Wayne. And while you're down there, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss out on next week's awesome video. And please consider supporting me on Patreon. It's support over there that really helps this channel grow, as well as the Coven, which is the private Facebook page for my patrons. That's really growing, and the conversations we're having there are really awesome, and it's a great community. So consider supporting me there. All right, until next week, I'll see you around.